So we're going to work on this problem. We're going to actually work on problems 2, 3, 4 from set B. And I'll show you that the whole set of these three problems can be done without a calculator. Yes, you have to know a little bit about the unit circle, sure. So I need to find the value of tan 60 degrees. Now, tan 60 degrees is going to be this angle. And of course, I chose this unit circle. So what are the coordinates of this point here? Green. I need to know that. And let's write it down. And this is something you have to remember, but it's based on equilateral triangle. It's not that difficult to remember, I hope. So it's going to be half is the x coordinate divided by this. And I'm just working on the green point. Let's highlight it as follows. This is the point that I'm really interested in. Okay. Now, this angle is 60 degrees. Okay. Positive means counterclockwise. These are the coordinates of the points, and tan 60 degree is equal to, I need to know sine and cosine. If I know sine and cosine 60 degrees, I am good to go. So let's write it down. Tan 60 degrees is equal to sine 60 degrees divided by cosine 60 degrees. Almost done from my unit circle. I know sine is the y coordinate, so it's square root of 3 divided by 2. And the whole fraction, that's just the value of sine, and divided by this. So this comes from this, and you know that. And this comes from this. If you do your division, flip, and multiply, let me get rid of this. You're simply going to get square root of 3 over 1, which is square root of 3. You can cancel it. And your answer is square root of 3. And you can time me. I was talking. How long did it take me? It shouldn't take you. If you know what you're doing, it really shouldn't take you more than a minute or two to do this problem. Done. So that completes question number 2. So let's look at question number 3 from the same set, exam 1, set B. And just to let you know, set A is slightly different. If you understand this, you'll be able to do the other one as well. Okay, secant 30 degrees. Again, if I have 30 degrees or 60 degrees, I grab this unit circle. We all know that. It's split into 30 degrees and 60 degrees. And that's why I do it. Now, in order to find secant 30 degrees, and yes, negative 30 degrees, I would first like to find cosine negative 30 degrees because they're reciprocals of each other. So I am really interested in this. Now, I'm not saying whatever the answer to this is going to be my answer, but I am saying whatever cosine negative 30 degree is, secant will be reciprocal of that. So 30 degrees negative. I am really interested in this point, in the coordinates of this point. Okay. Now, this is based on that red point. I'm going to highlight it again. If I know this, I know that. And let's make this red. Okay, I need to know the coordinates of the red point, and I know kind of what that is. It has to be square root of 3 over 2. It has to be square root of 3 over 2, comma, half. Now, if this is, let me move this a little bit. I need the room. If this point, the red point is square root of 3 over 2, comma half, this point, the blue point, green point, whatever you want to call it, has to be kind of the same thing, except for this will be minus, right? And once again, negative 30 degrees is this way. And cosine negative 30 degrees has to be the x coordinate. And yes, it's positive. And signs do matter. You want to make sure you put the right sign, otherwise you're going to lose some points. So secant negative 30 degrees is square root of 3 over 2. Again, I didn't use any calculators. And I really want to find secant negative 30 degrees. And I'm going to write it here. That has to be simply the reciprocal divided by, done. No minus. That's your answer. 2 divided by square root of 3. This is your answer. And whenever you see secant, cosecant, secant, you have to know cosine and sine. That's your answer. That takes care of number 3. Let's work on number 4 from the same set. Okay, cosecant 60 degrees. Let's bring our unit circle. I'll take this one, as we know. Why? Because this is split into 60 degrees. Now, this is problem number 4. Now, I need to know negative 60. So let me walk you through. Negative 60 is this. So I need to know the coordinates of this point. Now, I haven't memorized the unit circle, and I don't want you to either. I need to know the coordinates of this green point. Now, if I know what this is, this point is the one on top, which I am supposed to know, I will be able to find the coordinates of this point. So let's see if I can recall it. This has to be half, comma, 3 divided by 2. All right, so this is this. So copy and paste. And this must be same x but negative y. Now, just like before, to find cosecant 60, I need to know sine negative 60. Let's write it down here. I need to know sine negative 60. Now, that is simply the y coordinate right here. I know you can't see it. Y coordinate right here. And yes, that's negative square root of 3 over 2. And don't forget the negative sign. Now, everything is good, but that's not your answer. You want cosecant negative 60. That's what the question is asking you to find. So you're going to say cosecant negative 60. And that's simply the reciprocal. And don't forget the negative sign. That's your answer. Again, I did these 3 problems without any calculators. And I haven't memorized the whole table. And I don't expect you to either. But you have to understand what you're doing.